Hello and welcome to this course on how to create an online course using ChatGPT. My name's Chris Badgett. I've been using AI and ChatGPT since it first came out, and I am the founder and CEO of LifterLMS, the leading learning management system for WordPress websites for entrepreneurs who are looking to make money teaching what they know. In this course, I'm going to show you how to create an entire online course using ChatGPT to speed up your efficiency and help you create a valuable course, a valuable program in as little time as possible. In this course, we're going to create an entire online course in one ChatGPT thread. I'm going to take you step by step with no step skipped on exactly how to do that. And in this training, I'm going to be building a real course as an example. If we turn to my screen, you can see this course that I have created about helping course creators pick the optimal pricing for their online course, which is a real course that I really wanted to make that I actually put on the Lifter LMS Academy. I'm going to show you how to not just create a course with ChatGPT, but how to sell it from your own website very quickly. So with this course pricing focuser example, this is the example course we created in the training. And you can see I've got the course set up. I've got the course for sale. You can get the course for $1,000, or you can get it with coaching for $3,000. We've got the credit card payments integrated and everything. It's ready to go. And if we look at the course, you can see if I jump into one of the lessons, we have course videos that we've created with ChatGPT and lesson content. And the whole course is just ready to roll. I created this very quickly. This would have taken me so much more time if I wasn't using ChatGPT. So enjoy this course, which will take you step by step with no step skipped on how to create an online course with ChatGPT. And I want to encourage you to watch all the lesson videos, read all the content below the videos. There are prompts for ChatGPT, which you simply copy and paste from this training over to your ChatGPT instance to help you create a profitable premium online course fast. Enjoy the training. In this lesson, I'm going to go over the basics of using ChatGPT to create your online course. So one of the most important things we want to do is to start a new thread, and we're going to use one thread in ChatGPT to create our entire online course. The reason we're doing that is so that ChatGPT has the whole context from the thread that we're working on, so that you're not like jumping around and creating multiple threads for different things and having to remind the artificial intelligence what we're working on here. So use one thread, and in the course itself, there's going to be prompts that you can use. So a prompt, here is an example. This is like a way to ask ChatGPT a question with a lot of detail and context of what we're going to do. So part of the value of this course is the prompts that we have crafted for this training. So you copy and paste these over. And if you notice, there's certain things here that are in brackets. So you're going to want to replace the content inside of these brackets with your own custom information. So we kind of just copy the prompt here for an individual lesson. The lesson video will explain what's going on, tell you what to do, and then ask you to copy and paste the prompt over. So you can paste it over like this. And then over here, you want to take whatever you see in brackets and modify to your own output. So like our example course is about online course pricing. So we would replace what's in the brackets with our own unique information. And just a pro tip, if you're ever trying to create a new line, you have to click the shift button and click return, and that's how you can hit return without accidentally submitting the chat. So keep it all in one thread, use the prompts and read all the text below the lesson videos, and take some time with it. And also keep in mind that ChatGPT is not perfect. We don't want ChatGPT to create the entire online course for you. It's not replacing you. What we're using it as is as an assistant, not as somebody to just delegate the entire online course process to. Now, my promise to you is if you follow the steps in this training, you're going to find that ChatGPT is going to do 90% of the work, but you still have to put in that human 10%. And if you're ever not, 100% entirely happy with the output, there is a step where you can modify it and change what it says and kind of adapt it using, your human intuition and how you want to change it. So think of ChatGPT as an assistant and not as just somebody that you're just delegating the entire project to. And that is how you create the best outcome. We're going to show you exactly how to do it in this course about how to create an online course with ChatGPT. In this lesson, you're going to select the topic your course is going to be about and the outcome you're going to promise when your students successfully complete your course. We're also going to create a statement called a learning objective. Now, before we go into ChatGPT, this is a very important step to kind of clarify as a human what your course is going to be about and the outcome you want your students to have. So let's just jump over to a Google document. And in this course, I'm going to create a real course using ChatGPT and use my example to help teach you how this is done. And I'm going to give you all the steps and tools and prompts that I use. But in this lesson, we're just going to select the topic and outcome. So my topic is going to be about pricing an online course. It's something I have a lot of experience in. I've been in this industry almost 2 decades. I've studied pricing, I've worked with pricing experts, and I want to create a course around that topic. So I'm creating a pricing course. So I advise you to just write this down. And then what we want to do is we want to come up with the outcome. So the outcome is a successfully launched course with optimal pricing. That's the outcome we're going for here. That's what we want our students to experience in the course I'm going to create with ChatGPT. And I'm going to turn that into a learning objective statement. And what that looks like is by the end of this course, you will have successfully priced your online course for maximum sales, profit, and impact for your students. So that is my learning objective. Now, it's your turn. Go ahead and select your topic. As an example, in this case, it's about online course pricing. Come up with the outcome that your students will have, what they will say, what they will feel after they've completed your program, and then write your learning objective statement. So for mine, by the end of this course, you will have successfully priced your online course for maximum sales, profit, and impact for your students. Now it's your turn. Come up with your learning objective, and in the next lesson, we're going to start using ChatGPT to create the entire online course. In this lesson, you're going to create your student avatar. This is also known as the customer avatar or the ideal customer profile. And what the avatar is it is a personification of the ideal student for your course, the person you are trying to serve. And when we know that, and when ChatGPT knows who this person is, it can help create the best content, the best instructional design. And it really gives us the answer to the question, who is this course for? Because creating an online course is not just dumping a bunch of great information out there. It's helping a specific type of person achieve a result. So we have to get really clear on who this ideal person is, which we call the student avatar. So here we're going to jump into ChatGPT and start working with it. But first, we want to copy this prompt and just go down below this video into the lesson and copy this prompt right here. So just copy that, head on over to ChatGPT. And before we do, you'll notice there's a couple things in here that have brackets around them. We want to make sure we customize that information based on the topic and the outcome we've selected. So I'm heading over to ChatGPT, I'm pasting the prompt, and you can see here's where we need to just insert our unique information. So I'm developing an online course on course pricing that teaches specific skills and outcomes. So here, I'm just going to grab my learning objective right here. And I'm going to paste that in that teaches, and I'm just going to kind of put in parentheses my learning objective. The course is aimed at, and this is how we just guide the artificial intelligence a little bit on who our target audience is, who our avatar is. So I'm just going to simply say course creators, and I'll put the word online in there. Online course creators, coaches, and education entrepreneurs teaching online. And then what ChatGPT is going to do is refine this and give us an example customer or student avatar. So I'm going to go ahead and send that. So what ChatGPT is doing is it's giving us a detailed customer avatar, which can then inform making the course better over time. So you can see here at the bottom, it's creating kind of a fictional character, a 30-year-old health and fitness coach in Denver who's grown a 12,000 subscriber email list, is making $80,000 a year teaching what they know. She poured her heart and soul into her new signature course, but freezes every time she sees the pricing field in her LMS. YouTube gurus shout conflicting numbers, and mastermind peers can't agree. She needs a clear, data-backed roadmap to price with conviction. And I really recommend that you kind of review this avatar information and really sit with it for a while and wrap your head around the person that you're helping. So what we're going to do is copy our customer avatar information here and just put it in our Google document. So I'm just going to create a new section here called Student Avatar and give that a heading and paste in that information. So this is my student avatar. Now here's the pro tip. When we create our online course in ChatGPT, we're going to do it all in this one thread. We're not going to start new threads. And that way ChatGPT will always be context aware and have the avatar in mind as we move forward in this conversation with ChatGPT. I'm just copying and pasting it over here because this is important and I have it. But this is our avatar. Now it's your turn to use the prompt that we provided for you here below this video and create your customer avatar. In this lesson, we're going to create what I call the human knowledge dump. So what is a human knowledge dump? The human knowledge dump is a document that you create that contains some of your ideas around your topic, some of the things you want to teach, core concepts, action items, and other resources from around the internet that you kind of collect to kind of assemble a dump of information that you're going to give to ChatGPT in a later step. And the reason this is important is because ChatGPT can create a generic course for you, but what you want it to do is use the AI as more of an assistant and not have it do 100% of the work for you. If you are an expert on a topic, you will have lots of thoughts, ideas, concepts, tips, tactics, strategies that you can put in this human knowledge dump. And that way, when we feed that into ChatGPT to create the course, it has your unique take and your perspective. And it's really assisting you in creating the course, not just having the AI create the course for you based on general information. So to create a human knowledge dump, we just want to create a new document. So this is my pricing course, human knowledge dump. And this may feel like it's going to take some time, and it will take some time, but it actually doesn't take that much time. And it's definitely worth slowing down and doing this step so that you create a unique course that looks like you, sounds like you, and has some of your best ideas. Now, what I would aim for here is approximately 30 to 100 pages of information. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but if you're already an expert on the topic, you probably have blog posts, YouTube transcripts, podcast episodes. Maybe you've written a book on the topic that you can copy and paste in here. That will just help you create your human knowledge dump. So, and it doesn't have to be organized. It can be, you don't need to worry so much about perfect formatting or spelling areas. You just want to kind of copy, paste, write, dump your best information in here. So just to give a quick example, I'm not going to do a full human knowledge dump on this video, but I do have some key concepts around things that drive pricing for courses. So those are perceived value of the outcome. So what is the transformation of the course worth? Is it like an incremental upgrade, or is somebody dramatically changing their life, which could be on the high end priceless? So that's the perceived value of the outcome. The other is market willingness to pay, which is if you're selling an online training to first-time parents, they have a less willingness to pay or ability to pay than like executive CEOs, as an example. So that influences pricing dramatically. And the third factor is the level of support. Like, how much are you offering coaching to? Do they get access to you? Do you do group coaching calls? Can they get their personal one-on-one emails answered from you? All these things affect the price of an online course. And I would expand on this. I'm not going to do all this in the video, but this is one of my fundamental key concepts that's coming from me to effectively price an online course. So I would probably write a page about this. I have podcast episodes and blog post articles about this. I would copy and paste the content over, transcripts from videos I've made on this topic. You might have some other ideas from other thought leaders that you can drop in there that influences your perspective on whatever your topic is. So go ahead and create your human knowledge dump document. This doesn't need to take weeks or even a day. If you put a good solid hour into this, you're going to get a great document. So take the time, do the work, get as much information as you can in here. Don't worry about formatting. Just get it all onto the document and create your human knowledge dump document. In this lesson, we're going to create your course outline using ChatGPT. Now, the outline is going to consist of 3 sections with 3 lessons in each section. You can change the amount of lessons and sections you want, but I really like this 9-lesson course format with 3 sections. It encourages you to not make a course that is too big and to really focus on the key knowledge items and action items that your course students need to learn and what they need to do to get the outcome you promise. But feel free to change that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give ChatGPT our human knowledge dump, and we're going to paste in this prompt so that it will create the version of our course outline that we can either use right out of the box or modify a little bit and proceed on to the next phase. So below this video, you'll want to find this prompt right here and just copy and paste it. Copy, and we'll head on over to ChatGPT right here, and we will paste that prompt. And in this prompt, it says that it needs to ask us for the human knowledge dump before proceeding. So we'll click submit there. And it says, please paste or upload your human knowledge dump so I can start crafting the course outline. So in ChatGPT, you can either upload by pressing this plus button, or you can copy and paste. My human knowledge dump is about 40 pages long, so I'm just going to copy it and paste it in. So I'm going to select all the text and copy it and paste it into the thread here. And you can see that's a lot of info, but it all fits in there. And I'm going to send that, and then it's going to come back with my course outline. So this is the outline that it has given me. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and move it over to the document I was using just to keep track of everything. So there is my course outline. I'm just going to put a heading in here. So this is my first draft of my course outline. And this is a section. So a section is sort of like a chapter in a book. And then here are the 3 lessons. It's also put in a little mini learning objective to help you guide the content for those lessons. And we are good to go here. This is the first version of our course outline. In the next lesson, we're going to get into actually creating the content for these lessons. But that's how you make the transition from your human knowledge dump to your course outline. In this lesson, we're going to transition from your course outline to starting to generate the content for the individual lessons. In this lesson, we're going to focus on generating text content, but to give you an idea where we're going, a great lesson has some text information, and then it has a video. Now, you can do courses that are audio courses or text only or video only. But in this example, for the pricing course we're building, we're going to be going for text content and then video content to accompany that. But in this part, we're just going to do the text content. And by doing the text content step, it also helps you make your videos even better for your lessons. So below this video, you'll want to copy the prompt down below to create lesson text content for the screen in the LMS for the individual lesson. So just copy and paste this prompt and head on over to ChatGPT. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create the text content for lesson 1, map your ideal learner. So I'm going to go down and paste the prompt, and you'll notice there's some information in brackets here that we need to customize. So we are doing lesson 1, which is called Map Your Ideal Learner. And we want to also select the tone and depth, and we'll go with plain language in this case. And that's good to go. So we'll go ahead and ship that prompt. And so that now we have our information here from the prompt, and we're going to copy this lesson text content and just paste it in our document right inside the outline here to keep track of it. And again, slow down, take a step to review this and make sure this is, what you're looking for. And you can always go back and forth with the ChatGPT and, modify this output to any kind of structure or way you want your lesson text content to come out. So now what I'd like you to do is go through your course outline and run that prompt for all 9 of your lessons or however many lessons you created. And the reason we don't try to do this all at once is because you'll get a much better output when you do one lesson at a time and not asking it to make the whole course text content all in one go. So go ahead and do that. And then when you come back, we're going to work and take the next step to creating video content using ChatGPT. In this lesson, we're going to get the help of ChatGPT to make our lesson video content. Now, what is the end result here? The end result here is you are going to get a video lesson for each lesson in your course. Now, there's different ways to make videos, and this prompt that we're going to use is flexible and has multiple options in terms of creating a script for you to read to the camera, for bullet points to talk to if you want to be more freestyle and improvisational about how you deliver the content. It can also give you information that you can put on slides, and you can deliver your content from a slide presentation. I'm going to show you how to work with that and customize it to however you'd like your videos to be. But next, go to the prompt below this video and copy the prompt. So this is our generate video assets prompt from lesson content. So just copy the prompt, and you can see down here in the bottom, it's going to output a script to talk to, bullet points if you just want talking points or speaker notes, or information for slides so that you can do a slideshow presentation. Or it can give you all of that, and you can use those however you like. We're going to do the default where it gives us all of that. So I'm going to copy the prompt, head on back over to ChatGPT. And what we're going to do is we're going to paste the prompt in here. And you'll notice there is some information we need to add. We're going to insert the lesson number and the lesson name. And we're also just going to copy and paste in the specific lesson we're working on. Because if you've been doing all your lessons, creating the text content, we just wanted to get super focused on the lesson that we are working on here. So what we're working on here is lesson 1. So for us, that's lesson 1, map your ideal learner. So I'm going to copy that and put that into the prompt right here. just replace what's in brackets with the information you want to add. And then down here, where it says paste lesson text here, I'm just going to copy this lesson here. And paste it here where it says paste lesson text here. And we'll send that to the AI to start creating our video assets so we can make the videos. They have a lot of options with videos. You can do just talking head. You could be sharing your screen. Could be doing a slide share presentation. I also have a bonus lesson in this course where you can create an artificial intelligence generated digital version of yourself to deliver the script if you want to go that route. That's a bonus. It's not using ChatGPT, but I'll show you how to do that if you're interested in that. So you can see here, we already have our video assets. So here is a script. If I was going to read a teleprompter or more simply just read this while I'm doing voice to camera. And then you can see our bullet points if we're going to freestyle it and we just want to have some notes up while we freestyle and deliver this content. And then we also have slide text that we could create a slideshow using PowerPoint or Apple Keynote or something like Canva. So we have all of our assets here to make the video content for the video lesson. And like I said, for my example, I did use an artificially intelligence generated version of myself to deliver a script. And there's a bonus training about how to do that. But you can take this content, and what I'm going to do here is move it over to my outline here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste below the text content the video information for creating the video. So this is a part where you do need to decide which way you want to go. But for creating your videos, and just do the one that has the least amount of friction that you're most excited about. And go ahead now and create the video assets for all 9 of your lessons. So you have that ready to go so that you can then transition into video production mode and create all the videos for your lessons. And the exciting thing about this step is once you're done with this, you have all the content for your course and you're ready to move to setting it up on your website and offering your online course to the world. In this lesson, we're going to use ChatGPT to come up with a title for our online course. Now, you may think of creating the course name in the beginning, but I actually find it the easiest to create a course title once you've created the course and you've put more work and thought into it. And we can use ChatGPT to help us come up with catchy titles. So just like a great book title, a great course title can really help in conveying the value and getting people excited about your course. So below this video, go and copy the course title generator prompt, and we'll send that over to ChatGPT. We go to our single thread where we've been building the course, and we can just paste that in to ChatGPT. And there's nothing to change in this specific prompt, so you can go ahead and just send it to ChatGPT, and it will suggest some titles for us for our online course. Now, it's okay to, customize these titles or keep iterating, asking ChatGPT for more variations or more ideas. But you can see here, we have a list of 10 titles that we can use. So we can pick one that we like and just move it over to the title of our document over here. So we kind of had a working title, but we'll actually give it the full title there. So price your course like a pro in 30 days. That's all right. I might customize this a little bit, but that is how you use ChatGPT to create your course title. Now that we have our title, in this lesson, we're going to generate the description of our course and the sales page content. So what is the difference between the description and the sales page content? The description is just a short, several sentence statement about what the course is, getting people excited about it. Think of it like a description for a movie trailer or a book that's just kind of short, what the course is all about. The sales page content is what you will actually publish on the page that people view when they buy your online course. So let's jump into ChatGPT and generate our course description and the sales page content. So below this video, you'll want to go to this prompt and go ahead and copy it. And we'll take that prompt and take it over to the thread where we've been building our entire online course. And we'll just paste that in. There's nothing to modify in this one, and we'll just send it off to ChatGPT. And it'll come back with the short description and the sales page content information. And what we're going to end up doing while that's thinking is I'm going to go over here and just get ready in our document to add a short description section and a sales page content area. So we'll make these headings. And head on back over to ChatGPT. You can see it's coming up with the sales page copy. The short description is right here. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to copy that into our document. Again, this output from ChatGPT, you can always modify it and customize it or go back and forth with it a little bit if you want some changes. But we'll go get our sales page content. And what a sales page is it's a proven structure for selling online products. So it has key things like the headline, the subheadline, a sales video, features and benefits, a call to action, pricing, information, and a guarantee of some kind. We're even throwing in bonuses, FAQs. So I'm going to copy that and bring it over and put this in our sales page content. Now think of the sales page content as a guide. You don't necessarily have to use all of these components in the sales page for your course, but I would encourage you to use a lot of them because this is a proven framework for selling online courses from your website, what people want to see as they're making a buying decision. And we've got it. Here we are. We've got our lesson content, our text content, our video content, our course title, our course description, the sales page content. I'm really excited for the next step where we get it over to our website and actually launching this online course on the internet to the entire world. All right, congratulations. You've got all your course content together that you've created in ChatGPT. And now we're going to start launching our course on our very own website. It's better to own your own website where your course lives than to put it on some other platform that's overpriced and you don't control the ownership of the asset and you can't customize it. So what you're going to do is get a WordPress powered website. So all you need to do is sign up for WordPress hosting. There's a link below this video to the top hosts that we recommend. And once you get your hosting, you have a blank WordPress install that looks like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is build out some basic parts of the website. So I'm going to go in the back here and I'm going to create some key pages. So pages, add page. And we're going to do a home page. I'll just call it welcome. Publish it. And we'll create an about page. And we will create a contact page. And we're going to create one more page called blog. And you don't have to become a blogger if you don't want to, but all WordPress websites come with a blog if you want to use it. And then we're going to go into the general settings in WordPress. So settings, general. And here we can name our site. I already named it My Academy. And then over here in reading, we're going to set our home page to the welcome page. Save changes. And we're also going to delete that extra page that came with the site, the sample page. So we'll just put that in the trash. So if we look at our site, by clicking up here and visit site, you can see our website is starting to come together. We don't have any content on it yet, but we have the key pages we're going to put content on. So the next step is we want to install a learning management system. So the learning management system is what allows us to turn a website with pages and information into a fully functioning learning management system. So that allows us to publish courses, students purchase the course, have their progress tracked for them and for the site owner, and really do anything you can imagine that you would want to do from an online education website. In this tutorial, we're going to keep it simple and focus on just publishing and selling our course, but just know that LifterLMS is the best learning management system for WordPress websites. It's the most customizable, it's the most affordable, it has the best support. So head on over to LifterLMS.com, go to the pricing page, and choose your plan. I recommend the Universe Bundle plan if you're just getting started because it comes with the Sky Pilot theme, which is a great looking theme. Every WordPress website has a theme, which is like the design layer, and Sky Pilot is infinitely customizable. And then the way WordPress works is there's all these plugins like the LifterLMS plugin, and then LifterLMS has a bunch of add-on plugins like Stripe, for example, which allows you to collect credit card payments on your website. So I'm going to purchase the Universe Bundle here. So all you have to do is fill out the form and get going with that and complete your checkout. So now I've completed my purchase and I'm going to head on over to my account in LifterLMS. And this is my license key. So what I want to do is copy that. And then I want to go into my downloads and download the LifterLMS core plugin. I can do that here, or I can just click up here. This is really the first step. So I am downloading LifterLMS to my desktop, and I'm going to go back to my website, and I'm going to go to the dashboard. I'm going to go to plugins and click add plugin. And now I'm going to upload LifterLMS. Click install now. And what it's going to do after we activate it is walk us through the quick setup wizard. So we want to get started now. We want to install the required pages. Click save and continue. We're going to be selling in US dollars. So we'll do that. And we will get a coupon for future upgrades if we want to use it. We could install sample courses here, but we're actually going to add our course from scratch. So just click Start from Scratch. And this takes us to the screen to set up our first course. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in my course title, Course Pricing Focuser, and just go ahead and publish that. And we'll come back to adding the course to our site, but we're just getting started here. So the next thing I'm going to do is add some more LifterLMS software. So I'm going to go into LifterLMS, add-ons and more. And remember, I copied my license key. So I'm going to paste that in here, click Add New. And now what that does is it allows me to activate these different LifterLMS softwares. And we're not going to go over everything. There's lots of training on the LifterLMS website. But mostly what we want to do here is install the SkyPilot theme. And we're going to activate it. So if we look at our website, you're going to see it's changed to the SkyPilot theme. And you can also see the pages that LifterLMS added. So for example, this is the course catalog. There's the very beginning of our course. So we don't have any content in there yet. We're going to add that in the next lesson. You can see how our website is starting to come together. We don't have any content on our homepage. And just to show you how easy it is to add content, let's go ahead and head back to the dashboard. And I'm going to install some more plugins here. Actually from LifterLMS, add-ons and more. So we're also going to want to collect credit card payments on our website. So we'll install the LifterLMS Stripe add-on and activate that. And we're also going to install and activate the LifterLMS page builder, which is called Aircraft, which makes it super easy to build out your web pages. So I'm going to install that and also activate Aircraft. And now that that's activated, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the front end of our website. And you can see how we don't have any content on our homepage yet. I'm going to click Edit Page. And then what Aircraft does, the way you add content is you can just start typing if you want. But in WordPress, you can add all different types of content like headlines, paragraphs, bulleted lists, columns, and so forth. But we're going to take a shortcut through the Aircraft page builder and use some of these patterns that Aircraft has. So for example, this is it's called a hero area on a homepage. And let's add a call to action. Let's put, enroll in my course, and you can customize this text and change it and put whatever you want in there. But this is a great shortcut to building beautiful pages. And let's add a testimonial or trusted by logos. So we'll do that. I'm actually going to shift that up above the call to action. And then below this, I'm going to actually add some testimonials. So we'll click Save, and you can just replace this content with your content. We're not going to do a full, website design from scratch tutorial here. We're taking the fastest path to getting our course live, but I just want to show you how easy it is to start building out great looking pages. And, when you want to edit this, you can start from scratch, but you can also, just jump in here and just start editing parts and pieces, swap out this video for your video or a picture and so on. So that is how to build a web page. Always click save when you make changes, and you can see our page here. And you can see checkout is ready to go, but we need to do a little bit more here. So the next step in order to collect money on your website is you want to go to, there's a service called Stripe. And this is what processes the credit card payments. A lot of the credit card payments that you've seen on the internet are powered by Stripe. So the way you do that is just go back into the back end of your website, and under LifterLMS settings, checkout, let's make sure we have Stripe enabled. So click enable Stripe, and then you just click on this button, connect with Stripe, and it will automatically sign you up for a Stripe account and get you going so that you can collect payments through your website. So if I click on that, I'm already logged into Stripe. These are my Stripe accounts, so I could connect this account, or I could create a new account. If you don't already have a Stripe account, just click create a new account. And once you're done with that, your site is good to go. So I'm just going to connect to my existing Stripe account here. So now I'm good to go. I'm ready to take payments through Stripe on my website. So if we go back to our site, we have a website. We can, change the menu and do all kinds of stuff. But we're not going to do a full website tutorial here. We're just getting the basics set up. So you need to get your web hosting, install LifterLMS, and install, at a minimum, the LifterLMS core plugin and a payment gateway like Stripe. In this lesson, we're going to finally launch our course on our website and put it up for sale. So now that we've got our base website set up here with just our course set up with just the title, what we're going to do is actually add our content and set up the pricing and access for this course. So I'm going to click on Edit Course. And the first thing I'm going to do is just set the featured image, which is, I put in a folder with all of my videos, the image that we created with ChatGPT. So there's my image. So that's kind of like the cover of a book, but for an online course. So we've got that set. I'll click Save. And you can see here, our course is starting to come together with just the image there. But now let's get into the actual lesson content. So what I'm going to do here is, first thing I'm going to do is build out this syllabus, the individual sections and lessons that are in the course. So what we want to do here is launch the course builder. And, we can add sections and lessons from here and also over here. So right now we really just want to name everything. So if we go back over to ChatGPT and get our section and lesson names, we'll just copy and paste. So this is how you retitle a section. Oops, let me open that back up. So I'm just going to paste in the section name and then go to the lesson here and copy that from ChatGPT and put it in right here. Now let's do the rest of them real quick. So now we've added all of our lessons in. So if we view our course, you can see our course syllabus has all come together here, but there's no content in the courses. So let's add the content. I'm just going to copy and paste from ChatGPT. I have in another screen. We're going to start with the text content, and then we're going to add the video. So I've got my text content here. I'm going to click Edit Lesson and paste in my text content. So that is here. And then I want a video to show up at the top. So I'm going to click Save. And I've uploaded my course videos to a tool called Vimeo Pro, which makes it so this video is only ever playable on my website, and it's kind of where I do my video hosting. You can use unlisted YouTube videos if you don't want to pay for video hosting, but I highly recommend Vimeo. So this is the video I want right here. I'm going to just copy the URL. So copy link and go to my lesson. And I can paste the video in right at the top here, but I'm actually going to add it through the course builder. So we'll click Launch Course Builder. And then when you click on Settings, here you can drop in a video link like this. So that's the URL of my video. I'm going to click Save Changes. And let's go look at our course again. So now when I drop into Lesson 1, you can see I've got a video, I've got my text content, and at the bottom, the student can mark this as complete and advance to the next lesson. So the learning management system, LifterLMS, will do all the progress tracking and, remember if people stopped halfway through a video, that's where they stopped, and so on. And you can get more advanced and add things like quizzes and assignments and stuff like that. There's so much you can do with LifterLMS. But for right now, we're just looking at creating a simple video course. So I'm going to go add all my videos in the LifterLMS course builder. So we can always find that back here, courses. I'm going to click Launch Builder from here. And then what I would do is I would just go through all the settings, and I'm not going to do this live with you right now. You get the picture, but just go through this and add all my videos, just copying and pasting the URLs for my video hosting, and also copy and paste over all the text content for the lessons from ChatGPT. Remember, we can always get over to the lesson by clicking that edit link right here. And this is where we go in and copy and paste in our text content. But now let's add the e-commerce and the pricing and access rules to this course. I'm going to click on Edit Course. And while we're over here, I'm just going to add in a short description for the course that goes at the top. Remember, we created the course short description here in ChatGPT. So I'm just going to copy and paste that over. And we'll click Save there. And then what we want to do is we want to set up the pricing and access rules for this course. So just scroll down in the edit view of the course, and we want to add an access plan. So we'll add just a simple one-time payment, lifetime access. I'm going to click this option. And you can change these and customize any pricing or access idea that you come up with for the pricing is possible with LifterLMS. So we'll just call this lifetime access, and we'll do $1,000 as the default as a one-time payment. So I'm going to click on Save All Plans. And then when we go look at our course, I'm going to click View Course. You can see we now have the access plan here. So when I click Enroll Now, I'm taken to the checkout screen, and you can see here we have the LifterLMS Stripe system all set up, so you're ready to start accepting payments for your online course in this way. And just to show you one more cool thing about access plans, let's say we wanted to have a pricing box with two options. So let's go back to edit the course and go to our access plans. And we'll rename this first one courses or course only. And let's add an additional access plan where we're going to offer coaching as well. So let's just do we'll just keep it simple and do another lifetime access plan. But we'll call this one course plus 6 weeks private coaching. And this one we're going to charge $3,000 for. So we'll click save on our access plans. And let's see what that looks like on the front of the website. So that's how you can add different pricing options for your course with different benefits or additional content and things like that. So if I were to enroll in this one, the user would create their account and put in their credit card number and get access to this course for $3,000. So we have our course all set up. It's here in the course catalog. We've got our lesson content in there. And we also have the access plan set up. So if a visitor comes to your website, I'm going to click view as visitor. You'll notice they can't get into the individual lessons. They have to enroll and make the purchase in order to access the content. So that is how you launch your course on your website and put it up for sale. And you're now ready to be making money with your online course that you've built with ChatGPT. In this bonus lesson, we're going to talk about marketing your online course using ChatGPT. Now, this course has been all about creating your online course with ChatGPT. We've successfully created our course. We've put it up on our website. We have it up for sale. Your website is ready for credit card payments to process on your website, but you also need to do some marketing. Now, we could do an entire course about marketing an online course, but just to get you headed in the right direction, we're going to set you up with a plan on how to market your online course across 3 main categories, which are inbound, outbound, and relationship. So what are those? So inbound marketing is creating content. These are things like blog posts, YouTube videos, podcast episodes. Outbound is also known as prospecting, like kind of going out into the world and, soliciting what you have on offer to your ideal customers wherever you can find them on the internet. And then relationships is all about leveraging the audiences of other people and also leveraging the relationship and the referrals you can get from your existing customers. So if you're new to marketing, especially, this one prompt will help set you up with a marketing plan that you can execute on. So even if this prompt feels a little overwhelming and it gives you a big marketing strategy, just focus on like one piece at a time. Like maybe I'm going to do this kind of content. Maybe I'm going to do this type of prospecting, or maybe I'm going to try to get on this one podcast that can help me reach my ideal learners. So to get your marketing plan, all you need to do is scroll down below this video and copy the course marketing plan prompt. So just copy it right here. And then head back over to your ChatGPT thread and paste it in and just hit send. All right, so ChatGPT has come back with an inbound content marketing plan. It's telling us 3 specific blog posts we can create, some YouTube videos we can make, some podcast episodes we can do, some YouTube shorts, blogs, and more podcasts. It also tells us how to reach out and do some prospecting and do some what's known as cold outreach to our ideal uh, students that would be a great fit for our program, how to do some paid advertising for our online course, and also how to do some relationship and referral based marketing for our online course. So go ahead and create your online course marketing plan with ChatGPT and just get started executing on the plan. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to create an AI generated video version of yourself teaching from the lessons with the script that you created in ChatGPT. Now, this is a bonus lesson. We're actually going to use an external tool called HeyGen. And if we go to their website, you can see heygen.com. You can basically create an AI version of yourself. So let's see what that looks like. So here I am in HeyGen. I've actually trained HeyGen with me speaking and presenting so that it can do what it needs to do to create an AI avatar for myself. So let's create a video based on a script for a lesson that we got from ChatGPT. So I'm going to click on Create Video, and we'll do Landscape. And we're going to use this AI version of myself. And then what we want to do is click on Script over here. We'll delete out the starter script here. And I'm going to go to ChatGPT and copy my lesson script and take it over to HeyGen. So we'll paste that in. And we'll click Submit. We'll give it a name and submit. And now we wait for it to process. All right, so HeyGen has finished processing our video. You can see it right here. And we can play it. Hey there. So this is our AI generated video. And then all you need to do from here is you can click right here and download it to your desktop and prepare to add it to your learning management system. Welcome to the final bonus lesson in how to create an online course with ChatGPT. It's amazing what you've accomplished and what you've learned so far. Congratulations on your project. So as a final thank you, head on over to LifterLMS and you can pick up the software and get 50% off your first year by using the coupon code FIRSTYEAR50 at checkout. Now, everything you learned here, you could use with any learning management system, but LifterLMS, the one that I created with a talented team starting back in 2013, is the best learning management system for entrepreneurs like you. So head on over to LifterLMS.com, use the coupon code FIRSTYEAR50, and get started with LifterLMS. You can start at any plan level and upgrade later if you decide you want even more features. So I wish you all the best on your project. Good luck with your course, and thank you for checking out this course on how to create an online course with ChatGPT.